This video is provided as supplementary material for courses taught at Howard Community College. And this is going to be the second video about multiplying negative numbers times negative numbers. And as in the first video, I'm going to start out with multiplying positive numbers times negative numbers and then work from there. So here I've got some multiplication facts. 3 times negative 2 equals negative 6. And then underneath that, 2 times negative 2 equals negative 4. And then 1 times negative 2 equals negative 2. And 0 times negative 2 equals 0. Okay, now let's look at what's happening here. Each time I'm multiplying negative 2 by a number which is 1 smaller than the previous number. And each time what I end up doing is getting a result which is 2 bigger than the previous time. So in other words, I was multiplying by 3 and then by 2 and then by 1 and then by 0, and then I got a negative 6 and a negative 4 and a negative 2 and a 0. So let's keep going. This pattern should keep working. So if I'm multiplying by increasingly lower numbers, after 0 I would have to multiply by negative 1. So now I've got negative 1 times negative 2, and the products were getting increasingly bigger. They were going from negative 6 to negative 4 to negative 2 to 0. They were increasing by 2. So now that would mean that negative 1 times negative 2 should equal a positive 2. If I go on to negative 2 times negative 2, I'm going to increase again by positive 2, so that would get me up to a 4, positive 4. Negative 3 times negative 2, my product is going to increase again to positive 6. So once again what I'm seeing is that a negative times a negative is going to get me a positive. Okay? And one more way I want to demonstrate this. Here we've got this basic math fact. Negative 4 times 5 equals negative 20. And I could show this with repeated addition. There's different ways I could show this. But as long as you're comfortable with this, let's take this and see what happens when we want to show what the logic is behind negative times negative. So remember that 5, we just need this fact over here, 5 could be thought of as 6 plus negative 1. Okay, we know what happens when we add a positive and a negative number together, and in the case of 6 plus negative 1, we would get a 5. So that means instead of writing negative 4 times 5 equals negative 20, I should be able to write negative 4 times 6 plus negative 1 equals negative 20. After all I've done is taken the 5 and replaced it with its equivalent, 6 plus negative 1. And now I've got a multiplication problem, negative 4 times this expression, 6 plus negative 1. So I'm going to distribute the negative 4. Well, I know that negative 4 times 6 is going to be negative 24. And then I've got to figure out what happens with the negative 4 times the negative 1. Well, let's leave that blank for a second. And I know that my result is going to be negative 20. So here's the question. What do I have to add or subtract to negative 24 to get to negative 20? Well, what I need is a positive 4. Negative 24 plus 4 would equal negative 20. What that means is that negative 4 times negative 1 has to equal positive 4 for this equation to work. So once again what I've done is I've taken a negative number, multiplied it by a negative number, negative 4 times negative 1, and I've ended up with a positive number. Okay? So That's about it. I hope this helps you understand multiplying negative times negative. Take care, and I'll see you next time.